only ever feels like shagging. Don't lift a finger round the yard.
Come. Time to meet and be greeted.
I shan't stray a step from your side.
Can I become a witch hunter maiden? Please.
Time to say hello. Be nice now.
Once more, all the best in your new life.
Thank you.
It's us now. Dearies, blessings rain down upon you.
May you live in health and happiness. Harmony and love forever last betwixt you.
Thank you from the bottom of our hearts.
Now go. Enjoy the feast.
Our turn. My dear friend Aldona and her chosen one, Jonas.
It's an honor. The sun shine brightly on this new path in your...
This is my friend of yesteryear, Geralt of Rivia.
Yes, 'tis I, Geralt, a witcher. Heartfelt thanks for your hospitality. I adore weddings.
Righto. I'm sure we'll all have a splendid time.
Tell me, Aldona, how is it you and my dear Shani know each other?
We met in Oxenfurt. Both studied medicine at the academy.
Wondrous times.
Over quickly in my case, alas. My family couldn't afford to keep me there.
It's never too late to pursue an education, my dear.
I don't know. We've not talked about it.
Come, Jonas.
That is between me and her.
But I'm not. I merely ask.
I'm sure we'll discuss the matter.
That's my lad. We've chewed the fat enough. Time's a-wasting.
Are you, expected?
Me? Ha! I simply cannot wait to sample your liquor.
Jonas and I invited more than a few lovely maidens.
Oh, that's for damn certain.
And perhaps you will catch one of them?
It'd be nice.
No! Please, no!
What sport is this? Blustering about after pigs, are you?
Lads are racing to be crowned king of the swineherds and win the prize that comes with it for their wench. Lady, meaning.
And the rules?
Nay, any man can try his luck. All you need is to herd the piggies dabbed in yellow into the pen.
Sounds like damned foolish nonsense.
We'd be honoured. Get that cripple out of there! Couldn't chase his own wench into a bed, let alone a pig into a pen.
Shame there's no painter here. It's a moment worth immortalizing for posterity.
Watch my movements, Shani. I'm spry as a cat and sly as a fox. I'll show these imbeciles how one chases a porker. You see that, Shani? One big pen. Foolish peasants, learned a lesson from your better, or the pig's pen?
Master Witcher, we ain't seen such pig-chasing skill in a long time.
Your family had an ample pen, didn't they?
My family had many pens.
However it were, the crown's going to a good man.
And the king's chosen maid deserves a fitting favour. Here.
Just don't go hiding it in some pouch. Brandish it on your horse so that all folk may see.
What do you say to that, Shani?
You're clearly a natural at chasing pigs through muck.
does my heart's captor like the prize?
The rag-stuffed piggy? It's lovely, truly.
Tell me, Shani, what's the key with you?
What do you mean?
I'm on the prowl, that's clear. I woo and woo, yet you do not succumb. So I can't help but wonder, what am I doing wrong?
Perhaps you're just not my type. Considered that?
Rubbish. I'm every lass's type.
Is that so? Prove it.
With pleasure. Show me a lass, and I'll have her eating out of my hand in the blink of an eye.
That one, with the garland.
Splendid choice. Now observe as Vladimir von Everek does his thing. Now, who have we here?
Do I know you?
That's the crux of it. We've not met.
An entire lifetime.
A moment, my dear. Do not sabotage me, Shani.
Fine, fine.
My sweet, you are no mere maid, but a marvel of nature.
But I don't know rightly.
You needn't know anything. I shall make a true lady of you.
Salons? Really? Actual salons?
In Novigrad, Oxenfurt, why, in Kovir as well.
Lesky, step away from the man.
Who the devils are you?
We're the Mrs. Brothers, and we swore to our down his dying day we'd keep those of your ilk far from her.
Easy, lads. No harm done. An innocent conversation with an innocent miss.
We all heard your innocent talk. Wanted to draw her to the barn.
Naturally, we would speak.
Find another beauty, or I'll dance with you myself.
Geralt, you saw it. I tried to resolve this peacefully, but they wish to fight. Suits me just fine. Sounds like wonderful fun.
Fear eat your stone.
That's the last ploughing straw.
Calm down, boys. Don't want to fight you.
Too damn bad, because we're gonna tan your mutant freak hide.
That does it! Rah! Hi-ya!
Show us what you got.
Hot damn, boy. You needn't ask me twice. Fence boards. The perfect company for sweaty-assed swineherds.
Perfect fit for your job, you ploughing gentle fuck.
Never in my life have I reveled so fiercely. Step up. Who else wants a shave? Had enough, peasants. Away with you. Where to, my love?
Geralt, you must explain I was not at fault. They lunged at me.
In your dreams.
There it is. You fucked up. She's gone. Is that how you woo the ladies?
You always that charming in life?
It worked. More often than not.
Listen, tongue and fists on a leash from now on. Have your fun, but don't beat the wedding guests.
Fine. Uh-oh. Shani approaches.
You made this mess. You do the explaining.
Your methods... quite unusual. To woo a woman by beating up her brothers. Creative. Wonder what else you have up your sleeve.
My dear girl, what don't I have up my sleeve?
I think you've demonstrated enough.
Your wish is my command, milady.
Seen what he pulled from the water?
Mayhaps his lass wears pots for shoes, in case she can't find a privy.
You were supposed to fish out my slipper. I'm at a dance now with...
Oh, look, dearie, I did.
Well, poke your paws in there.
What's all this, then?
They're playing slip in for a slipper.
Never. Us gentry folk have other diversions.
Maid tosses a shoe in the water. A man's got to dive in and fish it out. Oh my.
Oh, there's more to come. Prime game. Shawnee, your slipper. I shall prove I dive to any depth for... Observe, Shawnee.
My eyes are glued.
Observe, Shawnee.
My eyes are glued.
Damn mucky that pond. Sank in up to my armpits.
I see no amount of silt could keep you from my shoe. And all the other shoes overtossed in the lake.
Always better to do a bit more and even gain naught by it than to do too little and face regret.
Oh, that's quite the theory.
One founded in practice. For instance, I can now approach the owner of any of these slippers, and she will lift up her skirt and bend over.
Ah, so generous.
Just figuring that out?
Well, find the owners of those shoes. One might agree.
Don't be jealous, Shani. That was but a jest. Oh, well. Recognize this, Cinderella.
My shoe?
Mm-hmm. Now extend your supple leg and let me slide it in. That is, on.
Thank you.
My kind of tune. Let's do some dancing.
In my experience, witches and dancing don't exactly mix.
Today they mix like fire and oil, my love. Faster, faster till we expire.
And now, a special treat for our special guests. The Witcher Geralt and his enchanting partner, Shani. Musicians, something lovely for the loving couple.
At last, music for our loving embrace. Come, Shani. It's time you discovered my romantic side.
Oh, you're rather good at this.
A chair could dance a jig with you as its partner.
Oh, how humble you are.
I strive to be, yet should the need arise, I can strut as proud as any peacock.
Perfect combination. Women must love you.
Well, not to brag, but
Call it idle curiosity, but how many have you had?
many, and not a scrub hag among them. Seems the music in the evening draw to a close. Know how a true dancer thanks his lovely partner.
I'm not sure I do. What are you doing? Have you lost your mind?
I have my mind, my heart for you.
We must agree. You can say whatever you please, but you shall keep your hands to yourself. Understood?
Don't be upset, my peach.
I'm not upset. Just next time, don't lunge at me like that.
Shani, may I kiss you?
You're incorrigible. Could I talk to Geralt for a moment? Please?
Very well.
See how I've reeled her in?
Geralt, I'm curious what it's like when that ghost's inside you. Do you feel anything?
I feel everything. Don't have any control over what I do or say, though.
Because I wonder what it would have been like to dance with you.
Well, I probably wouldn't have forced myself on you.
Forced myself?
I don't know if I should thank you, if that should make me...
Don't get me wrong. I've thought about doing just that a few times, but...
But what?
But I'm not going to talk about it with him here.
I'll hold you to that.
Whoa! Hold there, mate!
Shut up.
What's going on now?
Nothing. No. Happened to see the man who announced your song?
Yes, he acted as though he knew me, but we've never met.
Gaunter O'Dim, Master Mirror. Wonder what he's doing here.
Then perhaps you should just ask him.
Yeah, he didn't show up without a reason.
Consider that he might have simply been nearby and dropped in on a whim.
Promise you this much. He never does anything simply, and certainly not on a whim.
I was to make merry, carouse. Yet here I've stood the last 5 minutes, listening to you talk.
Better. Come, Shani. The night beckons us not to jabber it away. The night is young. Come, let's do something wild.
Do you need help?
Shani, darling. Oh, you shan't believe what's happened. I'm marrying off my only daughter. Wanted a proper wedding for her, wild revelry. So I hired a true fire eater.
Ooh, I've not seen that sort of trickery.
Horribly dear diversions of that sort. He journeyed here from...
But I'll not squeeze coppers on my daughter, oh no. The groom's family have us for paupers, but we'll show them out.
Seems we won't, in fact, for our fire swallowers has gone as
Groom's hound chased him off. That blasted demon.
Calm yourself, Dumpling.
You needn't worry. The Witcher, that is, I, will find this swallower of heated thing.
Oh, mighty generous offer.
Matters not. Witchers, that is, we have our ways.
He wore a jester's cap. Typical sort.
I shall find him.
We thank you.
Awfully nice of you to offer your help, but are you sure you're up to it?
I wish to find this magician. Give it a go, all right? But you cannot help me.
Fine.
Excellent advice.
Shani, Vladimir and I need to find the fire eater.
Relax. We'll be back in no time.
Tally-ho.
So much coin. No, John lives down there. They stole his down to Cocking.
The hound tore its chain off the wall. Underfed, it seems. Or else the ash liquor really boiled the mutt's blood. Its bowl is chipped. Tried to devour its bowl along with its supper. Daft mutt. A dog made these tracks true, but a small one. Yet judging by its house, demon is a hulk. But beggars can't choose their tracks. So clean, I've only ever seen follow two like this. One in an anthill, the other when I caught a hen
Following
after
some
not eating
dog's
for a
trail?
week.
Not exactly how I imagined this wedding. Think I'll wait here.
Wonderful, my juicy pair. I shall continue my travails while you rest. Shan't be long now.
How goes the search?
No discoveries of note as yet, but I shan't give up. This Witcher work suits me swimmingly. A spark spitter's cap, if ever I've seen one. As jesterly as they come. Chap must have lost it running from demon. Two conclusions, then. Our magician is fat, and a coward.
Anyone at all?
Missing man, missing mutt.
Am I seeing this right? That gammy puss ran up a tree to escape that puppet.
Guess so. You, get down.
Oh no, no bloody chance.
What do we do?
Sit.
Now that is power. Make it do some folly. Roll about on the ground.
No.
Ugh.
Roll over. Leave it alone.
Were I to command it to eat its own tail, it would do so.
Demon, doghouse now.
Now what have you done? Why ever?
Have it at the wedding. Climb down. Man-eating beast's gone as
You sure it won't return?
positive.
Better safe than sorry, I always say.
Geralt, this jester is drunk as a skunk. I hope he's not polished off that bottle.
I saved your life, man. Do you not at least owe me a sip?
Course. Bottoms up.
I say, cracking good mead. Now I understand why you wanted some private time with it.
Fine mead, true. But I was fleeing an hound. Hound? But it was a monster. A furry, faggy devil. They chose a fitting name for it.
Your cap, sir. Lost it running from that
Ah, my dearest cap.
You're a man whose trade is literally to play with fire.
Was a monster.
So you said. You're a stoneless coward.
Oh, beg your pardon. I'm not a coward.
I suppose he might singe his tongue.
Guessed it.
You can forget about performing in your state.
And just what state would that be?
Look at yourself, man. You're a tramp.
First off, that's bollocks. Second, I'm a fire eater, not a stilt walker.
Oh, you shan't pull the wool over my eyes. I know your type. Now, here's the plan. We shall head down this path till we arrive at the wedding. You'll have sobered by then. Silence. Do you know me, sir? When a nobleman speaks, you listen. You will stay close at my side. We will...
Yes.
Good. Then let's be off. Keep calm. Stay close.
I shan't say a step. Wild animals behind every stump in these woods. Gags! Bear!
Bear? That? As much as your cock's a tent pole. Hide, you blind fool. Tell me, are bears often boar-shaped in your experience?
Got weak eyes, see?
Indeed you are not, Master... believe I failed to ask. What do they call you?
David Altonsborough.
Listen here, Master Hattonsborough. Stay close. I'll see to it your drunken, fire-spitting gob gets to the wedding safe and... The missing fire blower is missing no more. It was my doing.
And Demon? What's with him?
He failed to return.
No, he did. He's just acting mighty strange.
Seems to be in a muddle of sorts. Got as much life in him as a carrot.
Might have eaten some night.
Your attention, please. I invite all to witness the spectacle unrivaled. A man so bold as to eat fire!
We must watch the trickery. Never saw anything like it while alive. First Witcher contract. Done. Fire Eater found. His ass saved. If I could live again, I'd be a Witcher. For damn certain.
That gingerbread's now but flour.
I beg to differ, madame.
What sort of balderdash is he feeding them?
Quiet. If you listen, you'll learn.
Time? What do you mean, time? An ingredient?
Time gives the proper consistency. Time provides that ideal crunch on the outside, the delicious moistness.
So how much of this time?
That you will not find in any recipe. Greetings, Shani. I must introduce myself. Gaunter Odin. My, what a lovely dress. The color suits you exquisitely.
Thanks. I've heard a lot about you, but no one mentioned cooking.
Quite simply, I know a lot about everything.
Is that so? What do you know about me?
That you were ever the worst brother. That you envied Olgierd from your earliest days, and always wished to be just like him.
Wait, you can see me? That is, me, Vladimir von Everek?
Of course. Why ever wouldn't I?
Because I'm in Geralt's body.
Just who would I be if the true nature of things remained hidden from me? Someone like you, meaning no one.
I wouldn't want to get blood on my damsel.
You shan't touch me. I know you'd very much like to act like your brother in this situation, demonstrate how manly you are, but let's be honest, nothing will come of it. You're simply not him, no matter how much you wish you were.
Rubbish. I never envied my brother.
Of course you did. He was a shining role model. Olgierd learned to read first, although you tried your damnedest to beat him. As you grew up, he had his pick of girls, whereas you made do with the leftovers.
I apologize, Shani. I'm rather sorry.
Stop fooling yourself. Shani isn't here for you. She's here for Geralt. Even after death, you still play the pale imitation. Oh, by the way, Olgierd's a much better dancer.
You lying dog. That's my brother. I loved him.
The question is, were you as dear to him as he seems to have been to you?
He made a hero of me in death. In my last battle, in truth, I was far from valiant. 5 came at me. I'll not deny it. I fled. I hid in a cellar, yet they found me. Cornered me like a rat. But Olgierd told everyone I flew at all 5. Took them on all at once. Alone.
I'm rather curious how you know all this.
Olgierd visits my grave. Often. Pours a drink for me. Gets soused himself. And talks of the old times. He cannot see me. But I hear his every word.
Well, perhaps one day he'll say something very surprising.
What are you getting at?
I shan't disturb you any longer. Have a splendid time.
Shani, I'm sorry.
It's all right. That was... forget him. Let's go. The night's still young.
What's going on there?
All lies, not a word of truth.
Don't let it bother you.
Olgierd was not just my brother. More importantly, he was my best mate.
Let it go.
If I may, Shani, I'd show you how I cut a jig, nimble as a leopard.
Don't let me stop you.
Charm, what grace.
Thanks.
Your health, Sir Dwarves. May your beards grow long, but never tangle round your ankles.
To the young lovers, may their loins never cool. May they sire many a bairn, and reap gobs of coin.
Perhaps you'd care to sit down to some Gwent with us?
Most certainly would.
No need for insult.
I'm sorry.
Were that true, you wouldn't have called him a midget. I'd have you play and stop talking.
Let us play.
What's your wager?
Everything. The whole lot.
I never knew you to be such a gamp.
You shall see many new sides of me that... many large sides.
Normally we play that the losers got to wear the ass ears.
I needn't care.